What's up, traders? My name is Vincent Mokotedi, the founder of Vinboss Signal Factory with over 7 years of proven trading results. I am the only trader who trades publicly with my community. Every single trade, wins and losses included. No hiding, no manipulation, just transparency and real trading results. Furthermore, I would like to tell you that I've already built a Telegram and a WhatsApp community filled with serious traders only. The best part is it's free to join. All you need to do is number 1, register with XNS under our exclusive link. Number 2, verify your trading account. Number 3, fund at least $100. Some traders are funding $1,000 to enjoy higher profits. When you fund, you will get to receive the following that I will mention. Firstly, it will be the weekly Forex forecast of all the major pairs, gold and silver included, daily signals and analysis for London and New York sessions, fundamental news breakdown on major economic events. You will get again a course called Beginner to Pro Ultimate Course for both beginners and struggling traders seeking consistency. Proven strategies tested and verified by myself and other professional traders. One-on-one mentorship where you can request personal attention to deepen your price action and signal understanding. But that's not all. If you are not registered with us or you're not ready to switch over to XNS as of yet, you would still receive daily analysis of 6 pairs only, which includes the euro dollar, the pound and the dollar, the euro Canadian dollar, the pound Canadian dollar, the euro and the pound, and last but not least, the US dollar and the Canadian dollar. You will only receive the London session analysis only. That is a limited access that we give to those who are not with us. So don't miss out on all the full access to premium trading education, signals, and membership. After funding, send proof of registration to WhatsApp 068 060 5332 for instant access to everything. So traders, today is Tuesday the 30th of September. And without wasting much time, of course, yesterday we did release the weekly Forex forecast on Monday, so we did not do any daily video yesterday. So the weekly Forex forecast covered the analysis as a daily video. So without wasting much time, traders, let's get into this. Now, with the euro dollar yesterday, of course, after this bearish pattern that we do have here, we did enter, of course, we're already on break even above this level. If we do come to this, it will be break even. And then we will be looking for a much deeper pullback for the second supply zone. Of course, this would be a great place to look for selling opportunities to continue down this level of 1.1645. Now, this is what I do expect to see on the euro and the dollar. Nothing has changed. We are still biased to the downside. So this is only part of the pullback. And then from here, we start to get some reaction to continue to the downside. And with that being said, traders, the only, and I do mean and repeat again, the only time that we will be facing buying opportunities is only if we already know break our weekly break of structure, of course, or reach it, in the sense that after reaching it, the second supply zone starts to become the demand zone, and continuation to the upside will be imminent. But in the scenario where we break above this weekly break of structure right here at 1.1818, then a pullback will be imminent to retest this broken weekly break of structure, and then continuation to the upside to make that 1:3 risk to reward ratio. Now, this is the euro dollar for us. Let's go straight to the pound and the dollar. And with the pound and the dollar, It's very similar to the euro. In fact, in here we just had a break even. Of course, right now with this big spike to the upside, we do have a break even, and we are still very much structured to the downside. I would like to see outs take profit at 1.3323. Now this would be a fantastic setup for me to go down to, and if this continues a deeper correction, then the second place to look for selling opportunities is 1.3466. This would be a great place to look for selling opportunities down towards the key area level of 1.3323. Now, I'm not looking for any buying opportunities in this currency pair, but if there were to be chances of buying, of course, traders, one thing is for sure that we will have to reach this weekly break of structure, a pullback, and then a retest of the previous supply zone, which will turn into demand, of course, and then continuation to the upside. This would be the situation only if we are looking for buys or buying opportunities, or the break above the weekly break of structure and a pullback to retest this weekly break of structure, and then a continuation to the upside. This would be the only two scenarios in which we will be looking for buying opportunities. So this is the pound and the dollar for us. Let's go straight to the euro and the Canadian dollar. And traders, just like we did expect, of course, the euro and the Canadian dollar continued to the upside without reaching our break even here, and took out profit at 1.6358. This was a fantastic setup to the upside, of course. And with that being said, this was 1:5.57. This is the trade risk to reward ratio, 1:5.57. Now, traders, for now and from tomorrow, we will not be dealing with the euro and the Canadian dollar, as it will be done for the week. You always remember, after hitting take profit, we are done. We take only one wave per week, and that wave would be profitable more than 1:5, sometimes 1:10. Depends on the structure, the setup, and the risk management that we use in the real account traders community. Now, without wasting further time, someone will ask me, even though Vincent, you say you are done, I was not in on this signal on Friday or on Thursday, but what else can happen on this currency pair? I'm gonna keep it very simple, light, and clear and short. A pullback will be a great place to look for buying opportunities right here at 1.6474. This would be a great place to look for buying opportunities to take out structure again at 1.6358. Now, this is the best setup going into this week, but if the market does not come down to consolidate below this demand zone, and then the continuation just comes, breaks above this high, and a pullback will be imminent to retest either this high or this previous target at 1.6358, then look for buying opportunities and a continuation to the upside to make that 1:3 risk to reward ratio. Now, this would be the best setup going into the ends of this week. Now, we are done with this. It will not be explained again on tomorrow's daily video, and we will only be focusing on pairs that we have not yet taken profit of. So without wasting further time, traders, let's go straight to the pound and the Canadian dollar. With the pound and the Canadian dollar, I still see this the same way as I do see the euro and the CAD going into next week. I see this coming down to retest the first demand zone right here at 1.8639. This would be a great place to look for buying opportunities, of course, and take out structure right here at the new high 1.8740. This would be a great place, but if it does happen that the way you are personally risking is making this new high from last week here at 1.8719 as bigger than 1:3, then you can take profit right here. So with that being said, traders, again, another thing that we need to pay close attention to is the the Canadian dollar. The Canadian dollar has been weak across multiple pairs, so it will not be surprising to see it take a little bit of a pullback because it hasn't been correcting a lot against the strong currency pairs. So without wasting further time, we would like to see it shrug off some losses, and then after that, continuation with its losses. So without wasting further time, for the last time, this is what I do expect. This is a great place to look for buying opportunities, of course. And after this, a continuation to the upside would be a fantastic setup, of course, and to take out profit right here. Remember, we are now never going to touch again for this week the euro and the Canadian dollar, as it has already taken profit. Now, let's go straight to the euro and the pound. So with the euro and the Canadian dollar, very simply put, we are still into this buying opportunities to the upside and to take out structure right here at 0.8750. Now, remember, I did mention that this trade would be tricky as a test, right? The thing is, going up to take out structure right here, whereas we do have the liquidity zone right here, and we do have what we can see as a change of structure right here. This is a confusing trade. Like if you can check from last week, after we have taken profit from last week, of course, from these levels, the market did nothing up until today. This is nothing. There's no direct movement. There's no direct selling pressure. That's why we have already put break even right here, because we are avoiding what? We are avoiding to see this come down and then go up again, come down, go up again. So this would be a great place to sell. This would be a great place to buy. So without wasting further time, again, I would like to repeat this. If the break of structure do come down, of course, a pullback will be imminent, and then continuation to the downside. This would be another continuation to the downside at 0.8708. Now, this would be a fantastic place. Remember, again, one thing that we have to mention and highlight is that after this, there might be a very, very sharp fall coming out that take out this structure right here at 0.8630. There might be a very strong and a sharp structure to the downside, just similar to this one and the ones before. So with that being said, traders, be careful while you are still trading this pair. It is the one that needs you to pay close attention and control or regulate your emotion. So without wasting much of our time, let's go to the US dollar and the Canadian dollar as the last currency pairs of the free YouTube watch list. So traders, as you can see with the US dollar and the Canadian dollar, what we do have is a similar pattern to a correction. We might get a new low, new lower high, new low, and then from this demand zone, of course, we will start looking for buying opportunities to take out structure to the tops at 1.3957. Now, this would be a fantastic place to look for buying opportunities, and this would be a classic setup, of course. Now, with that being said, traders, I know some of you think this is a great place. Of course, I don't think so. I don't want to fall for this. This will put you in a hospital bed. So, without wasting much time, traders, you don't want to be part of this, and then you bought here, and then it comes here, it gives you break even, waste of time, and now you have to look for what you could have waited for the entire time. So without wasting further time, I'm also bearish on the US dollar, Canadian dollar against a basket of other currency pairs. So with that being said, I would like to see buying opportunities for here, and I don't think we will get to the second demand zone, but if we do get right here, then this would also mean that we are going to make fantastic setups. So with that being said, traders, that is it from me. Make sure you enjoy your day and happy trading.